I said, Mr. Gustavia, there is one thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the final to the contest, you made your desserts on your own.
I wanted to compete with the title of the world's greatest pastry chef on my own merits.
If that was truly the case, you would have competed on your own merits from the start. I want you to tell me why it was necessary for you to cooperate with Isaac Dover. Chess time! Okay. During the contest 18 years ago, Mr. Gustavia collaborated with Mr. Dover. I wonder what made them decide to cooperate in the first place. That's what I need to draw out from him. But...
oh, he has a lot of chess pieces!
It seems he pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. First, I'll ask about why he collaborated with Mr. Dover. The truth has been hidden for 18 years. That ends today.
Logic chess!
Okay, only one question, let's punch it. Why did you decide to collaborate with Isaac Dover?
So Dover and I were already acquaintances even before the contest began. Since he was interested in the contest, we simply decided to enter it together.
No. Joining forces with a sculptor, you weren't confident in your own abilities?
You know nothing about me. We wanted to make great works together.
I'm gonna push him. I'll reveal all your lies for what they are. Oh, he doesn't. He's not. Okay.
Is it all? You bore me with your empty threats. So prosecutor.
Okay, too soon. Okay, alright, careless statement. Okay. So, why did you collaborate? We just felt like it, because we're besties. Oh, really?
So Dover and I attended the same elementary school.
Yes, we know that.
We all got along well from the start.
Really? So are you going to share the title of world's greatest pastry chef together? Now I push him. As expected, he pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. Mr. Dover was a sculptor. I doubt he had any interest in the title of the world's greatest pastry chef. In that case, where did his true goal lie?
Indeed, my goal was the title of the world's greatest pastry chef. However, Sir Dover's goal was the grand prize, the angel's recipe.
I see. You cooperated because your interests were aligned. But there must have been a reason why your partnership soured.
Sir Prosecutor, I am the victim of a poisoning. If you're going to suspect me in this manner, perhaps I'd better return to the infirmary.
Wait a moment.
In that case, you should end things soon. I am not a patient man.
It seems he's trying to leave. I can't let that happen. He's still hiding something. Next, I should ask him about his true goal. I need to keep pressure on him while being cautious of the time. Do you want to appear on a piece of cake? Do you have a goal? Didn't you have another goal besides the title? The title alone doesn't seem to have much value.
How dare the likes of you insult the title of a confectionery artist? My only goal was the title itself. I had no interest in anything else. My dream was to become the world's greatest pastry chef.
Wait and see.
18 years ago, I was lacking in design sense. However, things are different now.
I think that attack was too aggressive at the wrong time. Oh, are you saying you have improved at your craft?
Exactly, for I've trained at the Republic of Zengpa.
Tell me more.
Yes. At the time, I also studied Mr. Master's works. I would often watch his show with my son.
So you were studying Mr. Master's work to improve your own skills. If you had his recipes, perhaps it would have been easier for you to become the world's greatest.
Perhaps. To pastry chefs, the master's recipes were worth their weight in gold.
Becoming the world's greatest pastry chef was your goal. You should have also been interested in the grand prize, the angel's recipe.
The recipes of the world's greatest pastry chef. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't interested. However, I wouldn't think that simply being interested would be a problem.
I wonder about that. The angel's recipe true nature was not for making desserts, but cures. And all of the contest participants should have been aware of that. Looks like I'm getting close. He isn't meditating anymore. Now to slowly but surely drive him insane into a corner. Drive him into a corner. Nom, 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 nom. So much time back. Next to last, what he planned to use the recipe book for.
You intend to make desserts with it?
Did you intend to win the angel's recipe and use it to make desserts?
Of course. If I obtained the angel's recipe, I was going to use it in my training.
I hear the angel's recipe was worth a lot of money.
I don't know the exact details, but that recipe book was much too valuable to be sold.
You seem to know quite a lot about the angel's recipe.
It was explained to all the contest participants at the beginning of the contest.
In that case, you must know about the recipe book's true nature. That is not a recipe book for desserts at all.
Impressive, Sir Prosecutor. So you know the true nature of the angel's recipe. The angel's recipe, some have called it the ultimate recipe book. It contained the formulas for new medicines that were not yet on the market.
He knew the recipes were actually formulas for new medicines. This could be a useful clue. Okay, so now we go to the top one and we have a clue to hit him with. The angel's recipe, did you know its true value?
Silly question. It contains the master's best dessert recipes. Any pastry chef worth their salt would want it.
Looks like that clue would come in handy. You know what they are. You may have studied design in Zheng Fa. However, your skills in lying could use more work. You just said earlier that the angel's recipe contained formulas for medicines. You weren't interested in desserts. You wanted the medicine formulas. Did you need a new medicine? You didn't want to become a pharmacist. You're sick. Or someone you know is. Now, why would a pastry chef, such as yourself, be so interested in medicine? Perhaps what you were really after was the information about the new medicine.
Boom, your rook's done! No, I've underestimated you, Sir Prosecutor. Yes, my goal was more than just the title of the world's greatest pastry chef. At the time, my son was ill. I needed the recipe for the medicine.
Your son was ill? Tell me more about that.
To protect my son's honor, I can say no more.
Judging by the worried look on his face, I must have struck a nerve. Next, I need him to tell me more about his son's illness. This is it. This will be my final move of the game. What was your son like? Let's just break him down. What kind of person was your son?
My boy, he loved the desserts I made.
Did you enter the contest solely for your son?
Sir Prosecutor, you could never understand the feelings that father has for his son. I wanted nothing more than to cure my boy's illness.
we're not gonna doubt that. That's probably true.
Until the semifinals, my son would always drop by the contest venue to play.
Is that so? Wouldn't he get in your way? I doubt you had time to care for your son while you were challenging Mr. Master.
That may be so, but I wanted to grant my son's wish. He said he always wanted to be the first to eat my desserts.
I'm gonna wait on that.
My condition may be worsening. I should get back to the infirmary.
Was I too passive? Oh, I was too passive. Oh no. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do that again because I feel like that was the right path. What was your son like? He was pretty great. I doubt that. And now your son sounds like he's pretty healthy if he's hanging out in the desserts. About your son. If he was so sick, wouldn't it be difficult for him to come and play with you?
My son's illness, it wasn't life-threatening.
That might serve as a clue. Okay. What was the name of your son's illness?
So, prosecutor, how insensitive of you. My son was seriously ill. I will not be discussing this with the likes of you.
No, but he's not. He's not. Nah. He's not as sick as you're pretending. It was not a life-threatening illness. You told me your son's illness was not life-threatening. Is there really a need to be so secretive about it?
It was enough to keep him from living a normal life.
That must have been difficult for your son.
I tried everything I could to cure his illness. It wasn't fair for the poor boy. He could never taste the desserts he loved so much.
He has the same disease as Mr. Master. Was he too fat? Was your son too fat? Was he too fat? Was he a big boy?
Was he a healthy boy?
The Angel's recipe contains a cure for certain illnesses. A remedy that could also cure Mr. Master's taste disorder.
What? He had it too?
He had it too. I see. So your son suffers from a taste disorder.
No, I didn't think you'd figure it out so quickly.
In order to cure your son's taste disorder, you needed the recipe book. Wasn't that your true goal?
It is as you say.
Based on how he's acted up until now, it appears he is still hiding something. It seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Okay, so we back out and talk about the cure in the recipe book. Did the Angel's recipe have the only cure?
Yes, though the medicine is being sold everywhere now. At the time, the recipe book was my one and only option. That's why I continued making my desserts without joining the others for tea time.
So you weren't interested in what Mr. Master was making? You sure seemed confident in your chances of winning.
I couldn't be bothered to pay attention to the other contestants' desserts.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, really? Oh no, I should have pressed that. Okay, alright. Too passive. Oh gosh, it's getting so tiny! The time! Alright. Recipe had the only cure. You didn't care about the desserts, but you totally did because Mr. Master's works were awesome. You said earlier that you studied Mr. Master's works. In addition, if your goal was to win the contest in order to get the medicine formula, you must have been curious about the other contestants' entries as well.
There was time to sample the other desserts during the contest, but none of their entries had any flavor, so I didn't want to eat any of it. I suspect I may have been a bit nervous as well.
So everything he ate tasted flavorless. This could be a useful clue. You have the disease as well. So your son's seriously ill, but he's not really. He's kind of fine and just doesn't taste things well, which is annoying, but not gonna kill you.
He could never taste the desserts he loved so much.
a taste disorder, and he was too fat. But, you know, everyone made fun of him because he was chubby.
What?
Okay, wasn't that your true goal?
It is as you say.
Based how he's acted up until now, it appears he's still hiding something. Looks like that clue will come in handy. You have it too, it's hereditary. Being unable to taste anything, regardless of what you eat, such a bitter illness. That reminds me, didn't you say something similar earlier? None of their entries had any flavor, so I didn't feel like eating any of it. Wasn't it? Perhaps your son wasn't the only one who suffered from a taste disorder. It's hard to imagine being a successful pastry chef without a sense of taste. Perhaps what you really wanted was to cure yourself.
It's completely ludicrous. 18 years ago, I made those desserts all by myself.
You collaborated, though. It seems you caught yourself in a contradiction. Didn't you cooperate with Isaac Dover in the contest? You can hardly say you made the desserts all by yourself.
No!
You must take great pride in your abilities as a pastry chef, but to betray your pride and cooperate with another contestant, you did it all to cure your own disease.
Well done, Sir Prosecutor. It's, as you say, the one with the taste disorder is not my son. It is I. No one knew. I've kept the secret for 18 years.
It doesn't matter how long a secret is kept. If you lie before me, I will expose it. Dame Gustavia and Isaac Dover were both trying to obtain the recipes for the new medicines. Gustavia to cure his condition, and Dover most likely to sell the recipe book for money. For this reason, they entered the contest as a collaborative effort. And with that, checkmate. Although, if Gustavia didn't have a sense of taste and was bad at design, what's he bringing to the team? He's got nothing. That guy's bad. He's a bad guy. He's not a good guy, he's bad at things. Other than that, he's just friends with him.
I've never told this to anyone. Well done. As you say, I developed a taste disorder 18 years ago.
Taste disorder?
It was a severe disorder. I was unable to discern any flavor at all. It's the one illness the pastry chef dreads above all.
Those symptoms sound a bit different from Mr. Master's taste disorder. Mr. Master's condition is known as hypogeusia. It simply causes a decreased sensitivity to certain specific flavors.
I'm sure it caused Sir Master much pain too. After all, no medication was available to cure it 18 years ago.
Other than that, I guess he invented one and then didn't use it. In order to cure your taste disorder, you would need Mr. Master's Angel's recipe. And that's why you entered the contest. Am I correct?
That was one of my goals, but I still had my sights set on the title of world's greatest. When it comes to making desserts, I won't lose to anyone. Even without the ability to taste, I still have the utmost confidence in my flavors.
Oh, so I presume you also prepared your dessert in the finals with the intent to win.
It goes without saying.
According to what Mr. Sheems told us earlier, the evaluation of Mr. Gustavia's entry was... Up until the semi-finals, Mr. Gustavia's flavors and designs were to my liking. Unfortunately, both the taste and appearance of his finals entry left much to be desired. Tasted bad, and you should feel bad. It seems the dessert you made for the finals was not rated highly in regards to flavor. Mr. Gustavia, you would tell us about how you made your dessert during the finals.
Very well. It seems I must teach you upstarts a lesson.
Things to press! Okay. Desserts for the finals.
Sadova and I cooperated into the finals. I handled the flavor, he was in charge of the design.
But why though? You're bad at both.
However, for the finals, I wanted to challenge Sir Master with my own skills. I had Sadova make his entry, but I made mine completely on my own. The flavor of my entry wasn't good enough. My own lack of training was to blame. How about that, Sir Prosecutor? This is the truth of 18 years ago.
This is crap that you're serving me on a plate. This is garbage. This is garbage. You're an idiot sandwich. I can't find any contradictions in his testimony. You can't? I see one. Well, of course he isn't gonna fess up that easily. This guy's been on the run for 18 years after all. Guess we'll just have to keep on pressing him until he breaks, eh? Yes. Time to press him until he snaps like little twig boy. Okay. You cooperate until the finals, but this is the one that I'm already like, what do you mean you handled the flavor? You can't taste things.
Hold it!
So Mr. Dover took care of the design while you handled the flavor.
Sadova was a sculptor by trade. His sense of design was splendid. But he was just an amateur chef. We combined our strengths by working together.
You never did have much design sense, did you, Mr. Gustavia? You're a real fart man. You're bad.
Move.
I don't know how you're spinning those.
What do you think of this? It is a dog. Woof woof. Dog, dog, dog. Woof woof woof. Arf, 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 arf.
That's the symbol of Zengfa. Wow, a phoenix. That's really good. Whoa, you really have improved these past 18 years.
Behold the fruits of my 18 years of training. I put my life and limb on the line for my dessert skills. It's true that I cooperated with Sadova 18 years ago, up until the finals. However, for the finals, I wanted to challenge the master with my own skills.
So you were really serious about the title of world's greatest pastry chef?
Yes, confectionery is my life. Naturally, I wanted to be the world's greatest. But back then I was still inexperienced and I was no match for the better chef.
But your goal was also to obtain the angel's recipe, right? Wouldn't the recipe book be worth more to you than the title? Oh, you're still here. I will not stand by and watch you badger a convalescent man like this. My gavel shall protect you, Mr. Gustavia. Gah, I realize he's still recuperating, but... Mr. Gustavia, do not yield to this devilish prosecutor, who is a devil, who is literally a devil. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Okay, well, that's not going anywhere.
I have to do and make his entry, but I made mine completely on my own.
Hold it! So you helped Mr. Dover with his dessert, but made yours all by yourself. No matter how you look at it, this seems odd. Why didn't Mr. Dover assist you?
It matters not how it seems, it is the truth. I do not know what Mr. Dover was thinking.
It's hard to prove if someone's lying about something that happened 18 years ago. Okay, how does your secret weapon also work as a lie detector? If it did, I'd have already stolen Mr. Edgeworth's spotlight! There's no need for that. I will expose this man's lies myself. Dame Gustavia, please continue with your testimony.
If the flavor of my entry wasn't good enough, my own lack of training was to blame.
But this is where it's like that statement and the other one. I'm not sure how to point it out specifically. Up until the finals, I heard that you received high praise for the flavor of your desserts. Was there some sort of accident during the finals?
Nothing of this sort. I simply was unable to taste my work due to my taste disorder. My intuition must have been off. That's all.
Then was your intuition fine while making Mr. Dover's entry? How could there be such a huge difference between the finals and the previous day? We're not getting anywhere at this rate. Should I change the topic? Let's ask about the semifinals. So you're sure there wasn't anything different between the semifinals and the finals?
Yes, that's right. Aside from not cooperating with Dover, the finals were much different from the semifinals.
So you were still able to make your results without Mr. Dover's assistance?
And this is the same thing? Apart from the design, there were no major differences between my finals and semi-finals entries. Huh? That sure is strange. That's not how Uncle Ray remembers it. I'm pretty sure both the look and taste of your final dessert scored poorly.
Then there's no way he would have won the contest. Even the flavor, which he was so confident about, failed to materialize during the finals. Something must have changed besides Mr. Dover's cooperation. But what? All those unanswered questions 18 years ago. I should already have the keys. I need to unravel them. I must recall all the information that Mr. Shields and my father gathered. Can I press this one and change the topic again? Let's see if I can change the subject on it. Let's ask about Mr. Dover himself. You knew Mr. Dover before you entered the contest, right?
Yes, I know him well. Mr. Dover's son and my own attended the same elementary school.
Interesting thing to have in the testimony. That it wasn't a coincidence that you both participated in the contest.
I heard about the contest, so I made the suggestion to Sir Dover. He always wanted money for his sculpting business.
If I recall, Mr. Dover was a greedy man who was always after more money. Also, the angel's recipe is really worth that much?
Okay, the recipe book was certainly valuable 18 years ago, but nowadays most of the medicines it contains are available commercially.
Aw, that's a shame. In the end, it seems that each of the contestants had the angel's recipe as their goal. All those unanswered questions. Okay, alright, okay. So aside from not cooperating... Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Gustavia's son always came to visit up until the finals. The finals were different from the semifinals because Gustavia's son wasn't there. Gustavia's son wasn't there for moral support. He was his sense of taste. So because Gustavia's son couldn't come for whatever reason, that's why it tasted terrible. He needed to feed food to his son because he doesn't have a sense of taste. Ah! That's the difference. There was another difference between the semifinals and finals. This photo depicts your son. We know he came to visit you up until the finals.
That is correct. What does that have to do with anything?
Your son, who always came to see you through the semifinals, was not present for the finals. And then it was only in the finals that your flavor judged poorly. I don't believe this to be a mere coincidence. Your son's visit must have been very important to you, were they not? And not just emotionally.
A father can work miracles when his son is watching. I love him, my boy. With my son cheering me on, I was able to make the most delicious desserts.
Gustavia sure sounds like a good father, doesn't he? If what he's saying is the whole truth, one could say so. But just hearing his son's cheers wouldn't be enough to change the taste of his desserts. A confectioner confident in his sense of taste develops a taste disorder. it would have been difficult for him to maintain the taste of his desserts. Your son came to cheer you on. Was that really all he did?
You seem very doubtful, Sir Prosecutor. In that case, I'll turn this around and ask you. What else could my elementary school son have done besides cheer me on? He stole desserts from others. He was a greedy, fat little boy who could only sabotage everyone by eating everything around him. No, he was your taste tester.
I'm sure your elementary school son would have remembered the taste of your desserts.
Of course, my son always loved my desserts.
In that case, he would have been able to taste test your desserts in your place.
No, what did you say?
Earlier, you told us that you have a taste disorder.
I've never told this to anyone. Well done. As you say, I developed a taste disorder 18 years ago.
No one else knew about your taste disorder. If Mr. Dover had found out, he would have ended your partnership. After all, you were in charge of the flavor. Your son didn't just cheer you on. He also helped you determine if your desserts tasted correct.
No. I see. Mr. Dover's dessert was made the day before, so it still tasted good. What you're saying is quite amusing, Sir Prosecutor. You say that my elementary school son assisted me as a taste tester. You are insulting my pride.
Your pride?
It's true I had no sense of design 18 years ago. However, I won't lose to anyone when it comes to flavor. You claim I would cast aside my pride and rely on my son. Don't get carried away with your foolish conjecture, you upstart.
In that case, I'm sure your son can confirm if my theory is mere conjecture.
Unfortunately for you, I no longer have a son. He is now a daughter.
It's fine. I guess she could come in and talk. It's okay. It's no big deal. What? Or did they just die?
After my taste disorder was cured, I went to train in Zengfa immediately. During that time, I severed all ties with my son.
Oh, so you just were a jerk to him? Great. What? Don't tell me you would even abandon your own son.
That's not all. Even today, the whereabouts of his son is still unknown. The police have been searching, but they haven't been able to find any traces of him. You wish to confirm your theory? I welcome you to try. Desserts are the only things that are important to me. After regaining my sense of taste, my son no longer mattered.
Huh? What? Order in the court. Mr. Gustavi's actions are certainly inhumane. However, we are not here to judge whether or not he is a good father. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I believe it is your loss.
After all, there is no evidence left from 18 years ago that could prove your theories.
Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing we can do? At this rate, we'll never find out the truth. Detective Gumshoe, where are those results?
I wonder whose blood it could have been. Yeah, I've asked forensics to look into it, sir.
Right, I leave it to you, Detective. Maybe if you could show up at the exact right time, for the most dramatic flair, that'd be the best. So just stand outside and wait until you absolutely have to come in. I entrusted Detective Gumshoe with the last piece of evidence. If only I knew who that blood belonged to.
Miles, there's still one thing that's bothering Uncle Ray. Haven't had a hug in a while. Could you get to come here? Could you give Uncle Ray a hug? Was Mr. Gustavia's only reason for coming to the art gallery to check on the body?
If he only wanted to confirm the body's presence, he wouldn't have needed to open the case.
That's right. Is there a way we can prove this?
There is one way. We just need that evidence from Detective Gumshoe. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what are you talking about?
Mr. Edgeworth, sorry to keep you waiting, sir!
Just the person I was talking about. Detective Gumshoe, I trust you have the test results?
Of course, sir. I just got the report back from the lab. We were in the Autumn Palace for some reason.
Detective, please be silent. So, this is the evidence that Prosecutor Edgeworth was talking about.
Huh? Hey, what's this? This is the first I've heard of it.
This was a request from me. I asked him to investigate a certain piece of evidence.
Why? Why is everyone always helping you out? They should help me, even though I never asked them to. I'm the one in charge of the crime scene.
Mr. DeBest, I apologize for taking matters into my own hands, but now how about we hear this report first?
Sure, yeah, that's good, that's fine.
Okay. Detective Gumshoe, what were the results?
Here's the report, sir. The traces of blood found in the Gemini sculpture belong to the victim of the poison gas, Dane Gustavia.
What are you saying? Good work, Detective Gumshoe. As I thought, my theory was correct. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? We too would like an explanation. What on earth does this blood prove? This blood is something the culprit of the IS-7 incident tried to conceal.
It can't be. That's...
This blood was found inside the glass case of the Gemini sculpture. In other words, your blood was found alongside Mr. Dover's body. Why would Mr. Gustavia's blood be in a place like that? If you intend to remain silent, then I'll reveal the truth myself. In the Gemini case, aside from the blood, we also found traces of salt and sugar. Salt and blood. And only one of Mr. Dover's sherbet desserts tasted salty.
Come to think of it, I remember Miss Delicious saying the same thing 18 years ago.
Oh, yes, his sherbet was most delicious.
Really? I wish I could have eaten some too.
But there was one piece that was so salty I couldn't eat it.
Salty, huh?
It's right here in this photo. It was a part of that lyre.
That's the lyre from the Gemini constellation.
Exactly. For some reason, salt had been mixed into the lyre. No other traces of salt were found in Dover's room. In that case, please explain. Where did the salt detected in the lyre come from?
Where did it come from? Was it from the rock salt lamp?
Take that! This is the rock salt lamp used as the murder weapon in the IS-7 incident? I believe part of this rock salt lamp was mixed in with the sherbet from the lyre. At the time of the murder, there were 2 rock salt lamps in Mr. Master's room. One of those lamps took Mr. Dover's life. We know that Mr. Dover's blood was left behind on the murderous lamp. However, there was no traces of anyone's blood found at the crime scene, Mr. Master's room.
Because the killer disposed all of the desserts with traces of blood into the streams of water, right?
No other traces of salt were found in Mr. Dover's room.
Speaking of which, weren't the 2 rock salt lamps found in Miss Delicious's room also broken? Looks like both the lamps and the pillars are broken.
Both of their light bulbs are broken.
Maybe they were dropped on the floor. We never did figure out why the other rock salt lamp was broken. Maybe Mr. Gustavia's blood was on the other lamp.
If your blood was found on the lamps at the crime scene, you would have been suspected. As the culprit, you would have needed to conceal all traces of your blood from the police.
Don't tell me he concealed it in the sherbet lyre.
Exactly. The rock salt lamp and his blood were mixed into the sherbet lyre and hidden inside the glass case. Unlike the fountain's water, the sherbet's desserts would not be analyzed right away. Perhaps he had planned to dispose of the sherbet when the opportunity presented itself.
Then, the reason Mr. Gustavia came to this gallery.
18 years ago, the body and the evidence pointing to the killer were both stolen. Even the killer could not have anticipated that. There was no way of knowing when the body and the evidence would be discovered. So he planned to destroy the evidence before the Zodiac Art Gallery's grand opening.